This case study is about the biological control of mosquitoes. Let's take a look at the life cycle of the mosquito.
Mosquitoes go through 4 stages of development in their lives. They undergo complete metamorphosis. Culex mosquitoes lay their eggs on the surface of fresh water, or in areas that will be temporarily wet, like floodplains. The eggs float alone, or in groups that look like rafts. Eggs laid during winter can survive to hatch in the spring. Mosquito eggs hatch into larvae. The larvae live at the surface of the water and breathe through a tube. As the larvae grow, they shed their skin a few times. If mosquito larvae need to hide from predators, they can swim and dive below the water's surface. Mosquito larvae live a few days to a few weeks before they turn into pupae. They stop feeding just before they turn into pupae. The pupae live at the water's surface and breathe through 2 small tubes. Mosquito pupae do not eat, but they are active. They tumble below the surface of the water when disturbed. They remain in the pupal stage anywhere from 1 to a few days, depending on the water temperature. While inside the pupa, the larva transforms into an adult. The adult breaks out of the pupal case and crawls onto the surface of the water. It rests while its exoskeleton hardens. Later, it crawls to a safe place out of the water and spreads its wings out to dry to prepare for life on land. The mosquito is now a flying land insect. Adult mosquitoes mate to produce eggs for the next generation. Adult female mosquitoes can live from many days to weeks, while adult male mosquitoes usually live just a few days after they mate.
Most people think of mosquitoes as a nuisance species. But mosquitoes are also vectors for a number of different illnesses. Some can be quite serious. Illnesses like West Nile virus, dengue fever, malaria, and various forms of encephalitis. In the early 1980s, a bacterial larvicide, often called BTI, was introduced and successfully used worldwide as a pest control for mosquitoes and black flies and other blood-sucking dipterans. This bacteria is found naturally in soils. How does it work, you ask? During the spore-forming stage of its life cycle, the BTI bacterium produces a protein crystal which is toxic only to mosquito and black fly larvae. These microscopic crystals are ingested by insect larvae when they are feeding. In the alkaline environment of the susceptible insect's digestive system, the crystals are dissolved and converted into toxic protein molecules that destroy the walls of the insect's stomach. The insect usually stops feeding within hours and dies within a few days. Other subspecies of this bacterium are used against different agents like the Colorado potato beetle or the BTK bacterium is used against some lepidopterans, or moths, like the gypsy moth. But BTI is specific for blood-sucking dipterans like mosquitoes and blackflies. How is it used here? Well, BTI is applied directly into the water where mosquito and blackfly larvae are found, just like in the video we just watched. The bacteria are suspended in the water where the larvae will ingest it. None of the products containing BTI may be applied to treated, finished drinking water for human consumption, although the proteins which the bacterium uses are not activated within digestive systems of animals or humans. So it seems as though scientists have this one figured out. They have a very specific vector for the control of mosquitoes and blackflies, and this vector, or bacterium, is safe for humans and other wildlife because the alkaline conditions within the insect's digestive system is different from that of other animals. But what other factors are there to consider? Don't mosquitoes play a role in our ecosystem? Can you think of other things that might be affected by removing mosquitoes from our ecosystem?